Good afternoon. This is Cliff Hippolyte with Secure Realty Investments. Just wanted to come to you today to talk about staying in your lane and sticking with the professionals. So, let's start with sticking with the professionals. So, I've had clients that in the past, whether they were selling or buying, everybody has, that uncle or parent that wants to give advice. And I'm not knocking, any parent that has experience. Obviously, if they've been into real estate, they have multiple properties, they may have some knowledge about certain things. But please keep in mind that you do need to take the information from the professionals. So, what do I mean by that? So, basically, if a lender tells you, hey, you can't take cash and put it into an account, it has to be traceable. You have to do it through a gift fund. You have to abide by what they say because these things, if you don't follow the directions, they can possibly prolong the deal and make it longer. In some cases, it can even kill the deal. So that's why it's important to listen to the professionals, um, especially real estate agents. Um, you know, if they tell you to do something, it's usually because it's something that's for your own good. Now, are you allowed to question and figure out what's going on? Absolutely. And a real estate agent should be able to explain to you the process, the whole brokering process, because what we're doing is we're brokering deals. Okay. When I mention the fact about staying in your lane, what I mean is pretty much as I'm a real estate broker. I'm not going to be interpreting law. I'm not going to be acting as an attorney because I am not a licensed attorney. So leave that. If there's a question about laws, things of that nature, things that have to be interpreted, leave that to the real estate attorney to figure out. Just like if there's, a buyer calls you and has questions about numbers, what their mortgage is going to be, things of that nature, escrow, leave that to the mortgage loan officers. That's their department. Just like we wouldn't want a lender talking about the brokering process, talking about the property to the buyer when they have no business talking about it because they're dealing with the numbers and we're dealing with the transaction. So that's basically what I wanted to touch upon today. Just stay in your lane, do what you have to do as the agent and as the client. Just take the instruction. Of course, if you have questions and you need to be well informed about certain things, yeah, you have the right to ask any question that you want. But just remember, we are real estate agents. We're not plumbers. We're not contractors. Things of that nature. Um, dealing with certain things. You know, with my experience, I can say, all right, well, I've done renovation projects where I knew a kitchen that's about 300-400 square feet. Just throwing that as a number. Um, I know okay, it's going to cost X amount to renovate it. But again, is that a question that's for me or for a contractor? That's a question for a contractor. So sometimes as real estate agents, we have to be really careful about what we say and how we say it because, you can give your experience and give an opinion, a professional opinion, but stay away from saying, oh, yeah, this kitchen is going to definitely cost you 8 grand or 10 grand because you really don't know until you have a contractor come in and give a quote. So you can give an estimate, things of that nature. There's nothing wrong with that. We can recommend people, recommend companies, but just remember the consumer has a right to use whoever they want, and they should be able to exercise that right. Sometimes sometimes we may get a little territorial. We want people to work with, our preferred uh, referrals, which if the customer agrees, there's nothing wrong with that. But remember that they have the right to use whoever they want. So I just wanted to touch base on those two things. Number one, just stay in your lane, do your job. If you're the lender, take care of the lending responsibilities. If you're the home inspector, same thing. You're inspecting the property, and picking it apart, and writing a detailed report about what happened. So if everyone just works their part, work as a team, then things should be fine. Even if there's a problem that comes up, there's always a way to solve a problem. So just wanted to touch base with you on that, about staying in your lane and, listening to the professionals for the clients. So this is actually a message for, you know, for the consumers and as well for the real estate professionals that are working. Don't overstep your boundaries because, things could get misconstrued because now if the lender's saying something, you know, that was supposed to happen that has to do with the broker, now the client may possibly get two mixed signals, so just be careful of that. You know just wanted to touch base on that, and again, if you have any questions, you can contact me. My website is www.securerealtyma.com. My email is chsecurerealty@gmail.com. Follow me on YouTube, follow me on Facebook. uh, Let me know your thoughts. Okay, hope all is well and have a great weekend. Take care.